gameplay. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kaiga1324 up here today. I'm gonna be doing a smaller gameplay video today. I'm playing Call of Duty 2 on the Xbox 360. Well, it's on the Xbox One, backwards compatible, of course. This game is a classic game. This is a classic Call of Duty. Now, I'm nearly finished with the game, as you can see. The game has 3 campaigns. It has a British campaign, and Russian and an American, and we're on the American campaign towards near the end of the game. Now I'm just going to play the game for a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to do some smaller gameplay videos for you guys. Oh, Webley, where was that? Where'd that go? Pistol. Yeah, I'm going to use the Webley. Oh, I like to see this in the new Call of. Maybe I'm playing this for you guys with the upcoming Call of Duty World War II coming out. I am looking forward to that game. I'm a big fan of World War II games in general. I've been playing this for the past couple of days, and I've got to say it's a fun game. Call of Duty, in my opinion, is always at its best when it's in World War II. And this game is no exception. It is a bit old, yeah, it came out 12 years ago. But it's still a classic. You can't deny a good game when there's a good game, you know. And actually, surprisingly, I had a look the other day to see if people are still playing this game online, and I managed to find a game. Not many people are playing it, but some people are. Just goes to show that people like these sort of World War II games. And despite what I say about Call of Duty, you know, it's a popular series, isn't it? So it's one of those series that a lot of people give a lot of hate. But it's, you know, it's a popular series for a reason. So, you know, and obviously, in my opinion, Call of Duty was the series that was, you know, very well renowned. Very well renowned as a game that had great campaigns. Nowadays, seems like the games focus more on the multiplayer. But not to say that Call of Duty don't have good campaigns. You know, most Call of Duties do have a pretty solid campaign. Even Call of Duty Ghosts, with its terrible multiplayer, well, to most people it was terrible, had a pretty solid campaign, I like to reckon. Even Infinite Warfare, with its, it's the hate that game got. I've heard the campaign is actually. I mean, I watched Heather play a couple of used to play. She played through the campaign, and actually, looks like a game that I'd enjoy. I'm a fan of the Call of Duty series. I'm just not a fan of people saying it's the best game of all time. Deep rocket. The thing is, right, you're wondering why is this called Call of Duty 2? I thought Call of Duty 2 came out on PS2. No, there was Call of Duty on the PC. The original was just called Call of Duty on the PC, and then there was Call of Duty Finest Hour on PS2 and Xbox and stuff like that, which was the first Call of Duty game on console, but it weren't the same as the PC version. Now they did later release the original Call of Duty that was on PC, Xbox 360 as a digital download. I think you got it also if you pre-ordered one of the Call of Duty games. I can't remember. Then they released Call of Duty 2 Big Red, which was a unique. It only came out on the PS2 era, like PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. It didn't come out on the Xbox 360. What we got on the Xbox 360 I'm playing now, which is just called Call of Duty 2. And I'm not sure. I think it's a sequel to the original PC version. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I assume it is.
Crossroads up ahead is our objective. Get behind something. Enemy.
But from what I played, game, this is a classic game. This is what I love. I love Call of Duty games that are just, you know, campaign. You know, Call of Duty's at its best when it's just a campaign, fighting the Germans or whoever, World War II. In my opinion, that's Call of Duty. For me, at least. I'm not saying that any of the other Call of Duty games are terrible. Call is still popular to this day and got so it gets bigger and better each time they release a new game. Maybe not so much to some people, but in terms of just how it is, you know. I don't know that guy called Price. I don't know if that's Price from Modern Warfare. It'd be awesome if it was. See, even though this game came out in 2005, I've got to say that graphically it's not bad. You know, the graphics are pretty good, even for 2005 standards. They're fantastic. And the gameplay is classic as it is, you know. Some people might say, oh, it's a bit generic, you know, it's nothing special compared to some of the newer Call of Duties. Yeah, but still a great, you know, a game doesn't have to be overly amazing to be a good game. This is a classic game. Some people say that the best World War II Call of Duty game was Call of Duty 3. I see where people are coming from with that.
Davis, take some of the lads and check that farm.
But I don't know if I agree with that.
Let's go.
It's a good game, yeah. Well, definitely is a great game. But after playing this one, I'm really enjoying this one actually. And I think that's what I'm going to do for a little bit, is do some smaller gameplay videos where I just show off some gameplay for a game. Don't matter where I am. That's the thing with the Lee Enfield, it's really weird. You can't reload it unless you have like 5. You can only reload 5 bullets at a time. And the M1 Garand, you can't reload until it's out of ammo. But that was a thing with the M1 Garand. It was like that in most of the Call of Duty games, most games in general actually. I'm a big fan of the Lee Enfield though. I really hope we see this gun in the in World War II, Call of Duty World War II. But bolt, it seems like in the new Call of Duty World War II, it seems like bolt action rifles are going to be more for sniper classes. At least on the multiplayer, which is understandable. But in the campaign, I'd like to see some like bolt action rifles that aren't snipers, sort of thing, like what I'm using now.
Let's go.
Boat for me, boat for you. I have a boat, you have one too. Get fucked.
Hey, Tommy!
I could be wrong, but this seems like it's one of the first games that where people can go into last stand. Get fucked. I know I got rid of my panda strip, but
Well, come ahead, you Jericho!
I don't think we need it at the moment.
Potato mash!
Get in on the machine and go on there.
Take up defensive positions, lads! Hold them off until the convoy arrives!
Gotta hold them down. POP, that guy just got back. I love it. This is what I remember. Just a Call of Duty game, campaign, World War II. You can't go wrong. That's Call of Duty for me. I'm a bit of a classic Call of Duty fan, you know. Because I grew up with the early Call of Duty games, like Call of Duty Big Red One and stuff like that. Well, I was more Medal of Honor actually, to be honest. Medal of Honor Rising Sun was what I had growing up. Great game. And you know what was great about that game is that it was a World War II game. It was one of the first World War II games I ever played. That you weren't fighting German, you were fighting the Japanese, which okay, it weren't the first. I'm guessing it weren't the first Call of Duty, well, game in general to fight Japanese in World War II, but it was still awesome to be able to play a World War II game that isn't German.
What do we do? We should run!
Run! There's a can coming.
Taking fire!
I don't know if I can destroy that tank. They were running.
Listen up!
Oh no.
Let's go!
I was debating on doing a 2017 collection. Xbox One collection where I just go on have my card in and just show off all my digital games or all the games that I've got ready to install and all of my Game Pass and stuff like that. I might do that. If you guys want to see that, let me know, and I might do that.
Spotted moving around to the north, so be on your guard. Move out!
But if you don't want me to do that, then just let me know. I don't know what game I'm going to play after I've completed this. I might just go on to Call of Duty 3. I might just go through all the Call of Duty games that I'll run the Xbox One, or at least backwards compatible as well. I like the Sten. It's an alright gun. The best weapon in this game is the Thompson. At least that's what I found. I really like the Thompson in this game. The PPSH-41 is good though as well. The sweeper is what I like to call it. Oh. Where do I go?
Davis, clear out that house! We'll cover you!
Oh, I can just go around there. Oh, I didn't realise. What I find is the best is to have one rifle and one SMG. SMGs are great for clearing out like houses and stuff. And the rifles for your range. Always good to have a. That's why the game do when you spawn a rifle and a SMG. One for range, one for close quarters. I think this was also the. Oh my god! He just. I think this is one of the first Call of Duties that really had the grenade indicator as well. You can't throw the grenade back, but the game tells you where they are. Not like in the old days when an enemy threw a grenade, you didn't know where that grenade was. Yes, you saw the grenade on the ground, you didn't know where it was. Fucking grenades everywhere. The MP40 on this game is pretty good as well. To be honest, most of the guns on this game are really good. Like, they feel well. They just feel really good. Like, they just feel like they work really nicely. But good in this house. Get fucked, lad. Hey! Thing is though, some of the Germans on this game look like your teammates. Because they wear like a grey. I think like. See, look like him. I think those ones are SMG Germans, and then you've got ones that have the rifles that just look like your normal German soldier, and then you've got like your officer looking one. Go from this, What the fuck? I love me the SMGs. Holy shit, there's loads of them. See that, boys, get wrecked on. See, SMGs just they're so good. SMGs in the Call of Duty World War II are gonna be OP because I remember I used it. I didn't really use the SMGs. I went infantry class. Shit, I'm going the wrong way. Because the way I would do it was I would stick with the one weapon, level it up, that sort of thing. But I did like the infantry class because it's like your all-round like range rifles. Reloading. See, even though I'm doing the American, well, the game has British, Russian, and that's what I loved about the Call of Duty game. That when they gave you more than one like campaign, and you can choose the missions you want to do when you complete a game. I just go whatever the game tells me to do.
Suppressing fire! Jerry! Get that low wall!
I'm not dead. No, he's dead. I wonder that is one thing the gun, some of the bolt action rifles, they don't always feel that accurate. I always prefer the SMGs. Oh, he just got his head blown off. Thank you, boy. Grenade someone.
Go back to the post office! We'll cover you! German infantry! Right side!
G. Fine. Reloading. Lads. Nicely done, lad. Oh shit, fucking hell. See what I mean? Sometimes the enemies look like your teammates. And the game, if you shoot one of your teammates, okay, sometimes the game will say, oh, friendly fire is not tolerated, and then you'll have to restart. Which can be annoying, but sometimes you get away with it. Get what? I love the Sten actually isn't that bad. Building is clear. Reloading. But how to enemy over there? Enemy over there, let's get him. Shot me. I'm not the greatest at games. Not the worst. Fuck, I just got fucked.
Black gun to worry about. Come on, let's get moving. We've got to secure the church.
Do you guys like the backwards compatibility program? I've always been for it. It just means it just saves me having to set up the Xbox 360 if I want to play an Xbox 360 game, you know what I mean? And the same thing when the original Xbox comes to the Xbox One. For me, it's just sort of like more of a, it's more like useful, I guess. And it just saves you a lot of time, and you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Xbox 360, but a lot of the times I don't want to go and set it up just to play this game. You know, I fancied playing a Call of Duty 2, but I didn't have to go and set my Xbox One 360 up. That's what I'm trying to get at. Holy shit, there's loads of them in here. Don't you see him run? The motherfucker just ran. I don't want to leave, this is my shirt.
Church is secure. Nelson and Wetley, stand guard until our relief shows up. Everyone else, you're with me. We still have a German field HQ.
Let's move out.
Let's move out.
Hope you guys enjoyed this little gameplay video. It's something a little bit different. A different kind of game. Something new on the channel.
Right side.
I like this game. Pretty good. I know it's an old game, but that's what I want to do. Is I want to bring you guys all different sorts of games from different eras, different genres, consoles, you know. Smoke out. Grenade, grenade, grenade. Going in, wait for the smoke to clear down. Well, I mean, I threw smoke and I don't know where they are. There's one thing like that, the old Call of Duty games. They just charge at you and they just start swinging at you. You see that? I shot that guy's helmet off and he turned around. Like, what the fuck happened? Oh, I fucking blew his head off. We did it.
Squad leaders, get your men into defensive positions and gather up weapons and ammo. Let's get this town in order.
Battles aren't won by slaughter and maneuver. The greater the general, the more he contributes in maneuver, the less he demands in slaughter. Winston Churchill. The Brigade bot. I've always liked the British campaigns. Yeah, I know I'm British, but I've always just liked the British one. Most Call of Duty games, or World War II games in general, it's always seems that they focus more towards the American side of the war, and it's nice to see the British and the Russian. You know what would be cool? I know some people would disagree. To be able to play a World War II first-person shooter where you're actually playing as maybe a campaign where you're playing as maybe some of the Axis, like the Japanese or the Germans or something. I know it might get a little bit thing, but at the end of the day, it's a game, innit? It would just be cool to see that instead of, you know. Not that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to kill some Americans and British. I just saying it would just be cool to be able to do something that's a bit different, you know. Something out of the norm, as we say. Get blown up, boy. I have this. Are you guys the same? Right? When you see a red barrel, do you destroy it? I have to destroy a red barrel when I see it because I know that if I accidentally go near and it blows me up, it will just. If I don't destroy it, I know that it will come back and haunt me. Them OCD gaming tendencies. Rough at that dice, Gotta kill some Jerrys. Tom isn't in the game. Boom, boy! My motherfucker's on this with a pistol. Please! Let me know in comments below, what's your favourite Call of Duty campaign? Mine's probably World at War or the original Black Ops. I do like the Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare campaign. Warfare 1 then, I guess. But what's your favourite weapon in Call of Duty? I love this gun though, it looks so good. Lee Enfield is so good. Shot kill, bolt action, grip, standard rifle. Can't go wrong. This game is quite clever as well for a 2005 game, the way they like, when you kill enemies and they crawl on the floor or they react differently. It's really cool. Like I shoot them and then they go on the floor and they start crawling, or like that guy's helmet I shot off and he turned around. That's just a really cool little thing to see. Quite advanced AI for a 2005 game. Boom. Motherfuckers on the machine gunning shit. What are you gonna do when Hulkamania one grab on you? Grenade stun! I'm probably gonna end this video after this level. Probably complete this game today. I wanna probably speed out my playthrough. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do as my next playthrough, but Bully. About Bully Scholarship Edition, guys. Would you like to see me play through that? That's something I'm putting out there that I'm being welcome to try. You're welcome. That's a game that I played occasionally, but never really completed. Of course, backwards compatible on the Xbox One. I got the game a couple of months ago, really cheap. Very cheap and simple collection video. But it's nice to be able to. I don't know. Do you guys prefer playthroughs? Or do you prefer the smaller videos where I do like this, where it's just a one gameplay thing? It still might be, I say smaller, but what I mean is, it might be the one gameplay off on the game, rather than like loads of videos the same game. I like a bit of both, really. I love a bit of both, lads. Still alive, boy. Oh, don't pick up the Luger. The Luger is terrible in this game. Worst pistol. That Webley I was using was pretty good. That's the gun that I want to see in Call of Duty World War II. What gun do you want to see in Call of Duty World War II? That one in the beta. What ones do you think are going to be really great to use? I'd like to see this gun. The Lee Enfield would be awesome in the game. Bit of trivia about the Lee Enfield. Originally in World War I, the gun was so fast that there was a squad of soldiers in this, and the enemy, the Germans, actually once thought, I think it was the Germans, that it was a machine gun shooting at them. Because it was that fast. Fine. One thing I don't like about Battlefield 1, I do like and I don't like about Battlefield 1, is like all the SMGs and stuff. I know there were guns like that around in World War 1, but you don't really hear a lot about them. And to me, when I'm playing it, it makes me feel like I'm playing more of a World War II than World War One game. Do you know what game I'd really like to see? A Civil War style game. That would be an awesome. Like, I say Civil War, but you know, like the American independence or, like, you know, muskets and stuff. I know there are games out there, but I mean like a modern, well I say modern, but more like a, you know, like something like a Call of Duty style or Battlefield 1.
Stick with me! From the south! Find a good position and get in!
Gotta hold it down, boys. That's why we got a machine gun. What you get when they're on the machine guns in the game, then you finally get that machine gun and you're like, now it's my turn to shine, boy. Punish them for all the shit they put you through. See, this is where I'm really fucking up. Should really be using this. How did I miss? Oh shit! Motherfuckers just becoming all over the place. Reloading. Fucking hell, there's so many of them. I am a big fan of this gun. I like bolt action rifles in games because they're pretty like most of the time they're one hit kill. It's like you fire one shot, you get a hit, and then you dare, boy. Gotta love it. What a bunch of misfits and freaks! Oh, I love it! Oh shit, my boys, they're fucking Germans in the house. Really? How am I meant to eliminate that tiger tank? See, this is probably where I've just got to hold off. Circle around to the left. Fucking hell, there's so many. Gotta destroy that tank. Go around the left. We've held it off though, so we should have reinforcements coming really. What? What's hitting me? What the fuck? Fucking that it just wouldn't melee. Don't even try it. Run! Dun 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 dun. Yeah. There we go.
Looks like they're retreating! And come back anytime, you cherry bastard! Man and boarders! Alright,
There we go. Nicely done, lad. Retreat them fuckers. Don't come towards me, you're gonna die. Nice! We did it. Yeah, we did it! Yeah!
It's made it out of this mess thanks to our efforts on this flank. That said, our job here is done.
That's a British campaign done, I think. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, yeah, we've done the British campaign. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, and of course, feel free to comment below. Let me know about all the things that I asked about, and of course, let me know what game you want me to, you'd like to see and blah, and all the good stuff. And of course, guys, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. And of course, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next.